For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 16 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 17. We start with the first leg of the area final of the Checker Trade Trophy. If we win in these over the course of the two legs, first leg here away from home, followed by the second leg in the second week of February at home. We win those, we will be going to Wembley. We also have another cup game actually before the end of the transfer window away from home against Bristol City, another championship team. We knocked out Newcastle earlier on in the month and we face another stern test away from home against championship opposition before the end of the transfer window. There's not long to go. We're still waiting for a few scout reports to come back on a number of players before making a definitive decision with regards where we strengthen for next season. We are looking to primarily sign players on a pre-contract, but we're contemplating throwing in a couple of bids for players to come in now in January, but everything is still very much still up in the air. Greg Taylor, however, has gone to Blackburn for £240,000, so he's leaving. Hugo Wiedemont has decided that he doesn't want to come. Well, he will be persuaded by some extra funding, I suppose, would be the best way to phrase that. So we'll try and get him in. We have a transfer offer for Uche. Again, I'm just going to reject all offers now for Uche. We've had a number come in. No offer could make me sell Uche, so he's going to stay at the club. And Ben Williamson wants Barry Corr's spot. Well, Barry Corr wasn't playing anyway, Ben, so unfortunately for you, there isn't really a spot for you to fill. Thankfully for him, though, he will be playing in this first leg away from home against Rochdale because... there we go. I told you. He just wanted a little bit of extra money and then he'd accept it. Right, so we have another free signing coming in on a pre-contract for next season. Hugo Wiedemont will join us from Ajaccio at the beginning of season number 2. Keith Keane, an offer's coming for him. I'm quite happy to accept $250,000, and this would free up enough money to maybe bring in Joel Asoro from Sunderland. Lyle Taylor's rejected the current offer. I'm going to pass up on him then. And Ruben Alcaraz has decided that he doesn't want to relocate. Well, I would prefer if you did relocate, my man. So perhaps some extra funds being thrown your way might persuade you as well. Money talks, especially at the lower levels, and I guess even more so at the higher levels with regards all of the players that keep disappearing to China for millions upon millions upon millions every single year. But we're going to play the rotation side in this first leg against Rochdale because, as you can tell from the screen there, people aren't fit from my first team. So going to be the second string side that gets a crack at the whip, and then the first string side will get the chance to take on Bristol City in the FA Cup. And they did well enough against Newcastle, so I'd like to think they can do well enough against Bristol City as well. But Rochdale away first, and then as soon as that Keith Keane deal is finalised, going to go for Joel Asoro from Sunderland to come in as a new striker. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. 95% sure that's what I want to do. And then we'll sign another couple of players on a free as well. First though, Rochdale in the area final, leg 1. Blair Adams inside to James Dunn. Rushing through the middle is Connor Newton. Could get off to a quick start, but no, Canavan gets in, stops us from doing anything there. We have played Rochdale in the Cup previously, in the FA Cup. We were able to get past them with... was it a 1-0 or 2-0 scoreline? I can't quite remember. But we obviously won because we're still in the competition that we played them in. So I'd very much like to repeat that overall result and get a victory here in these two legs. The chance to go to Wembley in our first season at League 2 level would be fantastic. And Jonathan Lecco has given us the perfect start. 1-0 after 7 minutes. Rochdale on the back foot immediately. Spins the defender really well. Nice move, actually, in fairness. Spins the defender well there. Lovely little spin. And then just tucks it into the back of the net. That couldn't have gone better. Ooh, cross comes in. Right then. Well, that lead didn't last long, did it? I wasn't under any sort of pressure there whatsoever, so I barely felt the need to commentate when he was down the side of the box. But a little dinked ball in. And he just beats the defender to it, and it's very well placed inside that near post. Rochdale back level. Corner to come in for Rochdale just before the half-hour mark. And it's whipped towards the near post. Connor Newton helps it on its way, but only as far as Magahi. Medilito wins it off him. Make me a run, Ben. Don't just stand there. There we go. I've got Piero Mingoya on the far side. I could look for he or Jonathan Lecco here. In fact, it's going to go back here to Ben Williamson, who will float the crossover, looking for Lecco, and it's an awful cross. But Medilito wins that header, drops to Connor Newton. Shot blocked. Connor Newton again. In off the post. We have our 2-1 lead. Not as free-flowing and clinical a move as I may have liked when we were breaking away, but the ball does still end up in the back of the net. Just scraping it in off the woodwork. We lead again. Davies. We've gone for the shot. Straight at Norris. Trying to equalise a minute after going behind for the second time, Rochdale, but didn't quite work that way. Play that over the top looking for Piero Mingoya. Jump, you're tall enough. Thank you. He's kept that in well. Lecco. James Dunn spins and gets it to Ben Williamson. Medialito there in support. We'll actually go back to what was meant for James Dunn, but Blair Adams will find James Dunn. He'll find Lecco. Lecco can burst past the defender and fire it straight at the keeper. Got caught there after the shot came in, but no foul given. Corner's coming in from Piero on that far side. Who's underneath this? Lund, unfortunately. Now, if I could just get this under control, we could find a secondary cross, but I can't do that. We'll take a quick throw, though. Try and give it there to Connor Newton, who can just, in fact, it's Bradley Halliday. And Mingoya will whip the ball in towards the back post, and everybody misses it. My two players fall over each other. Goal kick. Camps. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. And Rochdale are level again. This is turning into quite a humdinger of a cup tie. My defending there was all over the place, but they made me pay for it and took advantage of my lacklustre positioning. Just a couple of through balls, and then the ball into the back of it. Nice first time finish. 2-2 to Blair Adams. Medialito's there. Can we get this to Ben Williamson? We can. Can we get that to Jonathan Lecco? We can. Can we get it in the back of the net? Oh, no. Over the top from Jonathan Lecco on his left-hand side. Not quite the finish we were after there, but a decently worked move. Unfortunately, not able to put us in front for a third time. Halliday steals it off the defender. Pull it sideways here to Lecco. Look for Williamson. God, it's an awful first touch, but he's in the box. Ben Williamson, wide of the target on his left foot, unfortunately. We're trying to get ourselves in front for a third time, but it won't come just yet. Final whistle goes. It's going to be a 2-2 draw away from home against Rochdale in the first leg. We led twice, and we were pegged back quickly twice. So unfortunately, just a draw, despite the fact that we had more chances than them. They scored their only 2 shots on target, but they are a league above us, so we have to bear that in mind. We did beat them earlier on in the year, though, so it would be nice to try and beat them again in the second leg, and if we do, we'll go through to the final at Wembley. Up next, though, Bristol City in the FA Cup. Keith Keane has been sold to Millwall for £250,000. So, we have enough money to go after Osoro now, and Ruben Alcaraz is still determined to not relocate. You will relocate, because I will just give you the money to do so. Come on, mate. Accept the bloody contract, will you? I really want to get you into the club, because you could be quite the playmaker in my central midfield. Got 2 days to go until the game against Bristol City. See if anything happens between now and then. Whoa! Arsenal pay £65 million for a goalkeeper. Jan Oblak moves to the Emirates for £65 million. Ruben Alcaraz continues to turn down my contracts. Getting a bit frustrated now, my man. Just accept it, will you, please? Thank you very much. If it goes on much longer, I'm just going to have to turn my attentions elsewhere, but I would very much like to bring you in. We've got 1 more day before Bristol. We do. Please tell me he's going to sign. I've got 1 email and 2 emails, and they are, when it eventually loads, freezes on me. Oh, he's declined again. Dude! He doesn't want to relocate. He wants more money. What to do, what to do, what to do. There are a number of other options in central midfield that I could look at. I'll have a look through my scouts as well, because I think they've been picking up on a couple other options too. Paleo is a genuine option. Not sure about Reza. Petrak, I still need to know more about him as well. What other options have we got? Xavier Chavalaran was another option, wasn't he? He's the same age. He's better technically. Just not as strong. Go on then. Let's go for Xavier instead. We'll approach this time on a free contract. He wants £4,700. Quite happy to give him that. And we'll offer him 3 years, no bonus, and important first team player. We will divert our attentions away from the man from Girona and go for Xavier instead. All right. Manuel. Navarrete's got the space to run into and behind here. Bristol City on the back foot to start things off. I've got Uche in the middle and Connor Chaplin. Uche's underneath this. No, he's not. Aidan Flint is. Win that header, Luke Berry. He's done well. Josh Emmanuel, he scored the goal that knocked Newcastle out of the FA Cup, but unfortunately not able to do any such thing here at the beginning of this one. And it's actually Bristol City that are on the attack now after we just were. Patterson down the left-hand side. Joshua Emmanuel mistimed my tackle. Down the line here towards Kieran Smith. Back into the middle and somehow they haven't scored. Not entirely too sure how, and we've got a free kick for something. Thankfully, the ball didn't end up in the back of the net there, and confirmation again that Arsenal have spent £65 million on a goalkeeper. Scenes. 0-0 after 8 minutes here against Bristol City, expecting a very difficult tie. Furman. Uche quickly to Connor Chaplin. Chaplin, of course, scored a hat-trick in his last game. Dean Furman might even try and set him up again here, but no, he's got the turn in. I need some support. I'm going to have to go out wide here to Navarrete. Not got any other option. Cross can come in, though, and underneath it is Harrison Dunk, but that is the worst header you've seen for a while. He went at it with his back to it and headed it a long way wide. Leg. Chaplin. Good touch and turn. Poke that ahead of Dean Furman, who will get there. And we'll look for Uche. That's not Uche, that's Berry. But here's Navarrete in the box. Navarrete could pull this back. And Connor Chaplin, fires wide. Glorious opportunity to give us a 1-0 lead. I rushed it. I tried to get that bottom corner, but put it wide the post. Best opportunity either side have had so far. Corner to come in from that far side. Luke Freeman whips it in, and Navarrete heads it away, but only as far as Ekstrand on the edge of the box. Into Aidan Flint, the centre-back, who nearly just ran through the middle of everyone. Nobody seemed to want to take any notice of the football there. Navarrete will try and work this away. Connor Chaplin will go across here, or was intended for Harrison Dunk, but it didn't quite reach him. Aidan Flint will get it to Lee Tomlin. And here come Bristol City again. Luke Freeman twisting one way then the other. He's got a man on his shoulder, but he can't get past him. Luke Berry gets to tackle in. Freeman again with the opportunity to cross. Lays it back here to Patterson. Ball comes in. Oh, God, and we help it on its way. Struggling here. Bristol City are just as good going forward as we are. This has been really difficult defensively in the opening 20 minutes. I've got a horrible feeling that they're going to take the lead soon, and they very nearly did. Dunk. Into Chaplin, who's done well there, and we'll poke this. No, it was meant for Uche. Oh, God, no, that was such a good opportunity, but Uche still will get the opportunity. Oh, and hits the outside the post with a shot. Can Harrison Dunk that in? He's not going to get there. I'll just try and save my stamina. Oh, my God. Uche hits the outside the post. The initial pass was meant for him and didn't make it, but then he tackled the defender anyway and then smacks the woodwork. Very, very close to 1-0 Cambridge. Marlon Pack. Through the gap there to Lee Tomlin. Tomlin with a placed effort, and it's a very good placed effort as well. Into that right-hand corner. Extremely good finish from Lee Tomlin. 1-0 Bristol City. I was just getting out to him. Thought I'd been able to close the gap enough, but now he bends it into that far corner. Really good finish. 1-0 Bristol City. Berry steals it off the man. We'll poke it for Uche. Can we do a Rochdale and get ourselves immediately on level terms? Oh, Berry. Luke. Awful finish. It's a great opportunity. So much space there, and he's just sliced his shot well wide. We nearly did do a Rochdale, but I ballsed it up. And just poke it through there, through the legs to Chaplin. Nicely done. Here's Luke Berry. We'll look for Uche. Good turn. Good touch. Good finish. Oh, no. Oh, Uche's hit the post twice. I can't believe it. We surely should be level. Corner comes in. Uche's up. But Smith wins the header. Navarrete will get there and just knock it here on the edge of the box. It's Harrison Dunk. We'll pull it back. Dunk gets caught. Is that a pen? It is. It was in the box. Penalty to Cambridge United with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Referee shrugs his shoulders. There's not really much I can do there, my man. Marlon Pack goes through the back of the player. Gets part of the ball, but the referee deems it a foul. Right then, what can we do from the penalty? Uche scored his last one and scores this one as well. Off the post, off the bar, and finally into the back of the net. Uche Ikpeatsu has his goal. We are level. Navarrete. Berry. Uche. Bit isolated. Berry's made the run though. Luke Berry in the box. He missed his last one. Oh my God, and he's done it again. Luke. Oh. I can't believe he's done it again. 2 chances in a row. Luke Berry has sliced his shot and it's gone horribly wide. We could be in front in this tie. Can't afford a replay with the busyness of the fixture schedule, so we need to get ourselves in front. And sharpish. Patterson. Nice tackle by Josh Emmanuel. Furman quickly up to Connor Chaplin. Try and play it through there. Looking for Josh Emmanuel. He was instrumental in the win against Newcastle. Can he play a big part in this one as well? Luke Berry now has sliced his last two. This one was better, but a good save by Frankie Fielding. Jake Clark-Salters picking up a yellow card for an absolute chop earlier on, which is fair enough. It was deserved. Now, can we get something from this corner to put ourselves in front? Josh Emmanuel's up, but Aidan Flint wins the header. Can I just knock this down? I can't. We'll get it back, though. Blair Adams into Harrison Dunk, shrugging off everybody. Harrison Dunk on the run. Shot blocked. Clearance blocked. Win that header. Furman does well, but it's only gone to Matthews. Still 1-1, less than half an hour to go. Here's Freeman into Matthews. Harrison Dunk does well to outmuscle him. Get it to Furman. Now, Bristol City haven't committed too many men forward, but they are starting to get a little bit more adventurous with the numbers that are flying towards my goal. So if I can perhaps catch them out and find some space, we might be able to get ourselves a victory here, but Josh Emmanuel can't get on the end of that pass. And now, for some reason, I've committed a lot of bodies forward, despite the fact that I'm still only on balanced. Lee Tomlin in the box. Great footwork from him. Skips past the challenge. Lays it off. And, oh, it squeezes underneath Will Norris. Bristol City lead by 2-1. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I thought he'd done enough to keep it out there and squirm it past the post. This footwork from Lee Tomlin completely did me. And then squares it across. The shot isn't the best. And Norris gets something on it, but it's just not enough. You'll see from this replay. Gets down to it, gets a hand on it, but can't keep it out. Trickles in that bottom corner. We are behind again. Lecco. Out to Berry. Into Chaplin. We go across here to Furman, and there's so much space for Blair Adams on this left-hand side. Can we find the right pass? Looking for Harrison Dunk on the inside. We can. Dunk buries it! What a goal. Harrison Dunk, 2-2 with 9 minutes to go. We're back in the game, lads. We're not out yet. Lovely first touch, and then the finish. Oh, he took a deflection off the defender's leg. He just caught the top of his foot. I think the initial shot was on target anyway, but it just helped it past the keeper. Perhaps we needed that little bit of luck. 2-2. Flint own goal. It's gone down as. Here come Bristol City. Goldborn down the left. Cross comes in. Away by Clark-Salter. Not the best of clearances. We have managed to get it away though properly. Looking for Uche. Spin on it. Use his strength, Uche. He's done well. And he's going to play in Dean Furman. Are we going to win it? Are we going to win it in the last minute? Dean Furman. Nah. Final whistle goes. We're going to have to go to a replay back at the Abbey Stadium. It's going to be 2-2 away from home against Bristol City. We fought back valiantly not once but twice. 12 shots in total, only the 2 of them on target. Oh, if Furman had finished that last effort, I would have lost my shit. Unfortunately, he missed it. Never mind, let's go and finish the transfer window, shall we? Leon Legg sprained his ankle in that game and will be out for 3 weeks, unfortunately. The board are pleased with the Youth Academy. We at the club are thrilled with the progress our Youth Academy has been having. We're hoping to grow players in our Youth Academy and giving them playtime in the first team, and you've accomplished it. Take great pride on the development of our Youth Academy. Keep up the good work. Okay, grow 1 Youth Academy player by 5 overall points and play them in 5 matches. And that's what we've done. Delighted with that. We've managed to meet another target, and you want a higher squad role. That's fine. We did offer you important first team player, didn't we? We'll offer you crucial then, and hopefully Xavier will accept, unlike the guy from Girona. Transfer offer for Joe Pigott, a player who I would be open to letting go. Give me 100 and give me what he's worth, and you can have him, crew. Right, we're coming down towards transfer deadline day now. I've got a number of scout reports to have a look through, so I'll go and do that and then come back to you. Nico Gieselman looks pretty handy. Pretty handy indeed. I'm definitely going to be offering him a contract. We're going to approach to sign you on a free. He wants £4,800. That's not a problem. And I'll give him crucial, no, important first team player. He'll probably want crucial, but again, if I can keep people happy with lesser terms on their contracts, then that is favourable considering the amount I rotate my teams. Trippic looks half decent actually. Crossing of 70, ball control and dribbling of 70 as well. Short pass of 67. 6 foot tall. Come on then, we'll have a crack at signing you as well, shall we? He also wants £4,800 a month. We'll offer you important first team player as well. We could be making a number of decent signings for the next season, which would mean we wouldn't really need to sign anyone at the beginning of season number 2. Volman was actually highly recommended by you guys, and I kind of have to agree, to be honest. I'm going to offer him a contract too. We're going to end up with so many players next season, but oh no, go up in the hundreds, not the thousands. Thank you very much. But we could be making some very, very good signings. All these players could grow throughout the League One season and end up being crucial for us in the Championship. Maximilian Thiel was a left mid. Gonna not follow up on that one. And then Andre Petrak was a central midfielder, who I'm also actually very keen on picking up. This could be one hell of a pre-contract season for us. I will offer you 3 years and crucial first team player because he goes straight into the starting lineup alongside Furman. Well then, depends how much we have left after all of those potential deals. I'm sorely tempted to go for David Villa as well. We're pulling back the financial situation of the club too. We've got a lot of money to be able to throw into the wage budget now. Do I go for David Villa? Do I? Do I actually do that? We'll find out. Crew have said they'll only offer me $150,000 for Joe Pigott, and still I am willing to accept that, so we will take it. A number of low-rated players that I haven't been using have all left us now in this window, and everybody seems to want either a bigger role or slightly more money. So we will have to wait and see what happens here. I'll offer around some more contracts, and hopefully we can get some of them to accept them. Joe Pigott has gone to Crewe Alexandra. That deal is done. Xavier Chavalaran is coming in. That deal is now confirmed. £5,000 on a free. He will join us next season. 69 rated at the age of 25. Everybody else is happy where they currently are. Don't know whether that means they want more money or whether that means that I'm just not going to stand a chance of being able to get them. But I will try my best to get as many of these people in as possible because the squad will really benefit from having these guys in. I'm just going to offer you £5,000 a week. I've got enough money to be able to do all of these signings, so if I can get them done, I will try. And I'm genuinely going to go and offer David Villa a contract as well. So we'll see what happens there. 4 years. Oh, he wanted 3. Never mind. It was 4,000 he had there, and he's actually Nico Gisaman is actually one of the ones that I'm more keen to get done. So I will offer him £6,000. I really need a decent left back, so we will try our absolute best to bring him in. And on the off chance it may randomly happen, I'm going to go and throw a contract David Villa's way as well, and we'll see what happens there. Can you even imagine if David Villa signed for Cambridge? Actually, this guy was someone that I'm desperate to get a scout report back on because he looks decent, judging by his stats. Came recommended by you guys. I'm not too sure how long is left on his scouting report, but we might as well offer David Villa a contract. He only wants 10,000 for 1 year. Crucial first team player. 36 or 35 could potentially be 36-year-old David Villa, maybe on his way to Cambridge United. Scenes. We've received £90,000 for drawing in the FA Cup. Our game against Rochdale has been moved back a day. I'm not sure whether that's because of a rescheduling with a game against Bristol City. I presume it is. We will have a look. And yes, oh, brilliant. Great. Cheers then. Well, that's going to be a fun week. Barnet, 3 days Bristol City, 2 days Rochdale, 2 days Morecambe. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to play those few games. Ugh. Right, let's get going with this transfer window, shall we? Or with deadline day. Number of contract offers out. 6, in fact. And all 6 of those emails are here now. Have they accepted? Have they declined? Volman has accepted. That's great. He will come in. Oh dear, this is going to be a madness. So much to do, so much to do. Transfer offer for David Gregory. Accept that, because we brought up the youngster from the youth squad, and he's 63 rated and younger, so he's going to stay. Doesn't want to relocate, doesn't want to relocate, doesn't want to relocate, because he's a top player at his current club. Gregory has gone to Wexford Youths for £45,000. Trippets has accepted the contract, so we're going to sign him. And crucially, I managed to get the left back to sign a contract as well, Gieselman. So he's going to come in too for next year. And they are probably two of the more important signings of the ones that we're trying to get done right now. David Villa, it's just not going to happen, so I'm going to pull out that one. And Petrak, I would very much like to get in if I can, because he looks like a very capable central midfielder who could very well be one of our better players for a couple of seasons. So I'm going to try my best to try and bring him in if I can. And other than that, I think that's us done for this window. And then we'll look at free agents at the beginning of Season 3. And it depends if we get any other offers in throughout the rest of this 7 hours here. Oh, he doesn't want to relocate. Dude, please. Please accept the contract. I've got the money to be able to throw at you, so I will throw it at you. Just accept it. I feel like a Chinese club now, just throwing money at players, trying to get them to come and sign for me. I know you're at Nuremberg, and it's really not the obvious move, but please do it. Lucas Moura has gone to Manchester City, and Juan Banat has gone to Juventus. Let me guess, declined? Oh, he's accepted at last. There we go. I don't even know how many free players we're going to get next season. Is that 5? 5 or 6? A centre-back, a couple of centre-mids, a right winger, a left-back. Very, very pleased with what we've been able to do in this window so far. Let's have a look. Wiedemont, a right mid. Savalaran, centre-mid. Volman, centre-mid. Trippets, right mid. Gieselman, left-back. And the centre-back, Metz as well. Very, very successful transfer window for us, I think. £1 million in. And nothing so far out, which suits the board down to the ground because they want to keep hold of as much, or they want to make as much money as possible. Now, do I accept this offer for Mark Roberts? I don't think it's the right time. I think I need, although it is above what he's worth, I'm going to accept it, and then I'll recall Harry Darling from his loan spell, and we should be able to deal with that. And we should have the squad rotation available to us still to be able to last the rest of the season. What is the club's financial situation? 241,000 in the red for the season. So we've actually pulled it back by over £1 million. Mark Roberts is now gone, so that will add even more money into the club's coffers. I'll go and recall a couple of players from loan as well, just to make sure we've got the numbers to last us for the rest of the season. And then I think we're set for the rest of the year. Aubameyang to Manchester United for £60.5 million is the second largest deal to go through in this window. Huge deal to take the Gabonese to Manchester United. Absolutely massive. I will check in the final hour what are the biggest deals that have gone through in this window. £22.5 million for Pizzi. An offer's come in for James Dunn. Now, I do want to move him on, but at present, I need him for squad rotation, so I'm going to have to reject this. It's not worth my while. I wouldn't be able to adequately rotate the squad, especially if we picked up an injury, without James Dunn in the side for the rest of this season. So I will leave him with me for now. Stuttgart have sold 2 players in the final couple of hours. Let's have a quick look then at the transfer history tab and have a look at all clubs and sort by amount. So Jan Oblak, Aubameyang, Verratti to Bayern, Harry Kane to Manchester United. It looks like it's doing that glitch thing again where Man United just signed striker after striker after striker. Mauro Icardi has gone to... Oh, that was in the summer. Harry Kane was in the summer. These are in the summer. It's only these 2 that have been done in January. Okay, it's got the summer ones as well. I didn't realise that. Okay, well, that was in the summer. That was in the summer. That was in the summer. Are there any... Lucas Moura to Manchester City was done this window. Angel Correa to Inter was done this window. That's a decent amount of money, £26.5 million. Fekir to Spurs we saw. Pizzi to Napoli we saw. Any others that have done this window? Jonas Hector to Juventus. So Juventus have signed 2 left-backs, both for £16 million on deadline day. Bernard has gone from Shakhtar to Atleti. We've seen the couple of moves that Stuttgart made. Any more? Any more big ones? Mamayev to Napoli for 10.5 from Kuban Krasnodar. Jordan Pickford to Everton for £10.5 million. That's an interesting one. Everton signing a new young goalkeeper. Diaz has come to Southampton. Vicino has gone to Stoke. Tony Jančka's gone to Villarreal. Lucas Hernandez to Leicester City. And then some other smaller ones that we're not really that interested in. Bazua to Burnley is an interesting one because he grows quite well, doesn't he? Bazua. But that is going to bring today's episode and this transfer window to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.